The house is flooded.
Where?
The toilet. I was calling you at work. I know you don't have your phone. I don't know how. It's just coming out from the bottom of the toilet. It's the kids' room, it's our bathroom.
Is our bathroom?
No, I mean, their bathroom, our room is going into our closet. Carpet is wet. I'm sorry if you had a day. This is literally. After that, we moved about 5 times. No, 11 times in 5 months.
Mm-hmm.
This was us at the UF hotel.
Oh, wow.
What's that called? Ritz?
Yeah.
You was at work at that time. This, of course, was in Miami. We moved a bunch of times in Gainesville before we went to Miami because we wanted to be closer. We wanted to be closer to friends and family, just in case they move us again.
Gotta rinse that out.
They was checking us out the day of, and we didn't even know when our checkout date.
So the saline really is missing.
I left work like multiple times because of finding out such short notice.
Papa think this pretending that she has a baby in her tummy.
We had to pack
Oh,
up.
just like you did. You did that too. You and Stacey pretend you was pregnant when I was pregnant.
No, that was Seiji.
You did too. I have videos.
We get charged for extra pay.
Of course not.
Yeah,
That's
on
a
our
long
own
time ago.
personal dime because we were using ALE Solutions, which is provided for by insurance companies. So they're
My
a
phone
third
is
party
foggy.
that's looking for housing for you. We didn't know that
The
they
wheels
can
on the
do
bus was flying?
anything outside of Airbnb and hotels. So
Oh,
when we
wow.
went through this whole process, we're thinking we have to stick to these short-term situations and being checked out at certain times. And so it was stressful because we had to, like, literally, there was one time I woke up around 6, went to go get breakfast downstairs at the hotel, went to bed, right? And then I woke up 8 o'clock, changed Odell's diaper, and then went back to sleep. You already went to work. And then 10 o'clock, I go check my messages. We got to check out at 11. That was crazy. And then on top of that, we have a baby who has severe eczema, which we created a holistic remedy for, which he's been healing ever since. But it was stressful. I've cried so many times. The kids have cried so many times. And, so this was the best space we've ever been in. Granted, I think to me comes second was that Airbnb we were in Gainesville.
Yeah.
But the hotel in Aventura, it was which one was it?
It was Residence in Marriott
In
in
Aventura.
Aventura, and they were great.
They were amazing.
That's one of our favorite hotels now. The much time we spent there. They're very convenient. They did make sure we felt
At home.
at home.
I swear it was like Sweet Life Zach and Cody up in there because they were so kind to us and we were going through so much and they didn't even know how much we were going through. They just were kind. Oh man, the staff was good. This is us packing up because our insurance ran out of the money that they had to house us.
Or did they?
Is what they said. And I kid you not, we wanted our plumbing fixed so bad. It was only about $6,000 to fix everything, and they maxed out our housing budget, which was $56,000. So they say. And so we're like, come on, fix the plumbing. And you're spending so much more money. But yeah, we ended up in a family member's home we were grateful for. They didn't have much resources for us. We ended up a family of 5 sleeping on 2 twin mattresses.
And that was hard.
Yeah, on the floor, combined together. It was separated at first, but we just put it together. It was so hard. Then after like 3 days of sleeping on the floor, they gave us box springs. They went and bought box springs for us. And yeah, this is us packing to leave. We stayed there for about 3 weeks, and it was not the best experience.
It felt like a month.
It felt horrible, and I'm grateful. And we'll tell you guys more about that in the future, but we want to keep it light for the first video. But we're like, nah, we're going back home. We were applying for jobs.
Yeah, and it was
Uber Eats
Uber
and
Eats
with
and
children in the car. And
yeah, which that was a nice experience. But overall, just to job hunt and try to, we were trying to create our own jobs with our family business, and while we're searching for other jobs, and that market in Miami is a lot different than Gainesville.
yeah,
So it takes a while for us to find a job there.
there were scam jobs on Indeed.
Oh my gosh.
That was scary.
And I thought I had an interview, and
It was a scam.
it was a scam, and it was crazy. And I talked to somebody that was overseas, and but the address didn't make sense.
It didn't match it. I was like, they gonna kidnap
And
my
there
baby.
was like 3 different numbers, and it was, yeah, it was close.
It was
But
bad. But we got out of there, and we decided we're gonna come back home. And when we come back home, we're coming back home to running water, but we can't use the pipes or it'll overflow again. So we're like, we're gonna be glamping or off the grid, on the grid. I don't know what it's called, but
mm-hmm.
we're using the toilet, compost, and we're getting an outdoor shower. All of those things to help us in this process. Like we're like, we gotta do what we gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
On the road back home, it wasn't too bad. I thought the drive was gonna be hard, but it wasn't that hard.
It wasn't.
Odell slept through most of it. Sage did too. The kids were pretty calm and chill through the process.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think going to Miami helped me realize that, being closer to friends and family was great, but at the same time, everybody were occupied with a lot of the hardships in their own lives that made it extremely difficult
Right.
for us to get the help that we really needed. And I'm telling you, I feel like we left Miami originally because it was a struggle. We went back, and I'm like, damn, it's still a struggle.
Yeah, it still is a struggle. It pretty much is like everybody is every man for themselves,
Yeah.
and you can't really rely much on community unless like you have really grown a connection with people and y'all are on the same page.
Yeah. Granted, we had a friend who, my goddaughter's mom, who had a space for us to use. And the thing is, we were running out of money. We couldn't get a job. And we're using our taxes to survive. And it was just like, damn, we can't do that. So we couldn't pay for the space. And we have a few friends who came out to support us when it was Odell's first birthday. We didn't do a party. We just got together because we had a hard year, and I appreciate that. But when I speak to my friends individually, when we both speak to our friends individually, they're all going through something. I don't know if it's because we got a new president, but the struggle has been real. It's like the struggle is already real, but it's even more real. Look at my art. Yeah. But this is our home. We went back. Now, keep in mind, it's a mess because of the fact that between moves, we were going back and forth and back and forth. And then whatever we couldn't get at home, like we had at home and we needed immediately, we just ordered in. So it was like we were piling up more things. And then we started like getting rid of things because we're like, we need to be minimalist and stuff. Like we just kept dumping the things in our home.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was like, rush, put that down, go back, do this, do that, because we were packing. At one point, we had nowhere to go for hours. We were just sitting in this house in between hotels, like, what do we do? What do we
Right.
do? Before they came and did something about it. But yeah, this is our journey. So I guess the next clip would be showing you guys how we started the outdoor shower and the compost situation. But we have a lot. Look at all this work we need to do, guys. A lot of work to do from scratch. We already had so many things, and we had to move so much furniture because of the flood. Now we have to just like go from scratch and be prepared to be as minimalist as we can be, and do a yard sale or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But thank you so much for listening.
And
just be a part of our journey while we figure out life and this hardship. We did, I forgot to mention, we did create some ebooks to sell. If you guys want to support, it'll be in the comments below. But yeah, this is it. This is it. Thank you so much.
Wish us luck.